Hello everyone, welcome to today's Historic Ranked episode. I bet every advanced MTG player knows this card, Parallel Lives. In my opinion, it's one of the best cards in this game and it perfectly fits in any historic, modern or commander token decks, especially in those green-white decks. And this time it was the first time I encountered this card in MTG Arena, not only once but even twice, and if you don't remove this card instantly, you can say goodbye. And you can see how Wizards of the Coast are also adding more and more of those old cards in this game. So here I played with my green-white D&D block deck. The strategy behind this deck is simple. It's all about gaining life to trigger ability from Moondancer, for example. Whenever you gain life, put 1/1/1 counter on this and scry 1. Also we have the Unicorn. Whenever you gain life, put 1/1/1 counter on this Unicorn. And it also triggers the Cleric class here. It's really cheap, it's just 1 mana. And at level 2, whenever you gain life, put +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And then we have also, for example, the Book of Exalted Deeds. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained 3 or more life, this turn create a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying. So we can also deal with flying creature. And one of the best cards in this deck is also Teleportation Circle. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target artifact or creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. And this we can combine, for example, with Dawnbringer, Cleric. When this creature enters the battlefield, we can just choose among 3 abilities. We can either gain 2 life, either we'll destroy target enchantment, or we will exile target card from the graveyard. Then we have also Priest of Ancient Lore. When it enters the battlefield, we will gain life and we'll draw card. Also works very nice with Unicorn or Moondancer. And then we have also our favorite Prosperous Innkeeper, who will provide us with more treasure tokens. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. And yeah, we have so many options thanks to those abilities. And yeah, I would say now let's look at the game and how it was used against the Parallel Lives. So here we go, we have 3 planes, we are just missing 1 forest. But that's okay, we have Dawnbringer Cleric, we can just cast it in turn 2. In turn 4 we can also use Teleportation Circle and always exile Dawnbringer Cleric. Deathbonded Sprout, okay. Maybe it's a mill deck. And recently I also had a Block Constructor deck from the set Innistrad. Built around Deathbonded Sprout and the Tree Fog. Also ran the Planeswalker. Reclaim the Wastes. A few ramp cards also. Still no forest, but now we can cast Cleric class and attack for 1. The good thing about Dawnbringer Cleric is we can just prevent Deathbonded Sprout from transforming, since Cleric has the ability to exile a card from the graveyard. Yeah, so we are playing against the Fungus deck. Interesting. I always like to play against those tribal decks. It's always boring to play against the same, like vampires, what else, goblins, or elves. And we can exile the creature card, so it's still 0 for the Deathbonded Sprout. We have also Minimus Containment or Parallel Lives. That's one of the best cards. I have never seen this card in MTG Arena. Let's play Trelasara Moondancer so we can scry. And yeah, back to Parallel Lives. It's one of the best cards in MTG in my opinion. You can just always copy the tokens that are entering the battlefield. It's just amazing. And I was also thinking of buying this card for my commander deck, for the dragon deck from the set D&D, where the commander can just copy, where the commander can produce a lot of dragon tokens Oh, parallel lives. Yeah, but thanks to Dawnbringer Cleric, we can just destroy every enchantment. Here's the next one. Sacrifice 2, you will gain 2 life and you will draw a card. Yeah, it makes totally sense to put parallel lives in the stack. But the funny thing is we can just destroy it with a common card. And a common card that has 3 abilities, you can choose among those and combine with Teleportation Circle. It's amazing. I mean, now we can also use the other ability where we will gain 2 life, so we can put 1+1/+1 counter on Moondancer and we will scry for 1. Next turn we can also cast Portable Hole on the Sprout. Yeah, we'll keep that card. So we can also make a token, and the beast also has a double strike. Yeah, 3 tokens. With the parallel lives it would be like 6. So it's very, very dangerous. Our opponent sacrificed 2 of these. And the problem to purchase this card is just it's very expensive. I think it's worth 40 euros. I mean, 1 copy for a commander deck is not bad, I think. Then let's attack. Yeah, we can attack with Moondancer. I think the opponent will block. So we'll put this at first. And Dreist will get the counter. Now we can also cast Portable Hole and the Sprout will not transform. And with the Dawnbringer Cleric we'll just destroy the 3rd enchantment in this game. I'm just curious if our opponent will also cast a 2nd copy of Parallel Lives. And the Shoot Dryad, yeah. Very popular also in Historic. And now we can also bring back the Moondancer. We'll gain life. Maybe on the token. It's always good to have another copy of Cleric class, because as you could see, we can just bring back the creatures from the graveyard on the battlefield. We can exile the Dreist, so it will be a 5/5 creature thanks to the token counters from the token, and we'll just keep the 4/1. Oh, here it is, Parallel Lives. Nice. Yeah, if an effect would create those tokens, just double the amount of that. It's so good. We can attack with Dreist, the token. Yeah, and I think with those creatures we can just attack. Dreist has double strike, so we can deal 10 damage. And the token has trample. If our opponent has to block at least the Dreist. And then we can also exile Dawnbringer again. Yeah, I think our opponent is salty because of that. That's the 4th enchantment that we will destroy. Just with a common. Imagine that. We are just using the common to destroy parallel lives and all the other enchantments. It's great. You have so many options using this card. And also the other ability where we can... Actually, we could also use all the abilities in this game. We just exiled the creatures just to prevent the Sprout from transforming. Then we also gained life for Moon Dancer. And yeah, that's the MVP in this game. Don't bring a cleric. But it's cool that Wizard of the Coast is also adding more and more of those old cards. The problem is like there are also the sets of Amonkhet and Kaladesh. The problem is they're not all the cards from the set. Yeah, I think our opponent already left the game. So GG. Yeah, the last one. And what else can I say? Yeah, there are so many great creatures that you can combine with the teleportation circle, like also the dwarf, the unicorn. No, not the unicorn, but the prosperous innkeeper. Yeah, GG. So yeah, that was the game against the enchantment card Parallel Lives. And yeah, I think, I mean, the deck, Fungus deck, is obviously very strong, but the weakness is just the Don't Bring a Cleric, and where we can just destroy enchantments, and otherwise it would be flooded with thousands of tokens. So if you like the format, if you like Block Constructed, and yeah, if you like my videos, please subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.